Yo, yo, what up, aimbot? Let's get this bread. Alright, we got this almost tapping off the 30. Broke this high candle and kind of retesting it. The S&DR that broke this candle. Down push. Kind of had that. Oops. It's tempting long it back up. Could potentially happen for sure. Not the most. That bigger leg. Closed. Make that the biddy. Alright. Now what we want to see. Really sniper to get an entry down here. This would be ideal. And we're kind of in a double bottom range. You know, we had double two highs here. Kind of double high again after a double bottom. It's like just keeps failing to make new highs, new lows. Like this, Dave would say, just kind of wait for some structure to develop. And then, you know, little flip up here. Or we took it, we've taken it. Would have been ideal if we got a this one here like wicked lower, closed back in, so we would have taken this low. Didn't actually get a low taken here. That would have been entry there. Up, bam. What is this? I was just measuring that out. See what happens here. Potential shorts in this zone. This was like this last up zone here. That we broke out to the bottom side. Now we're returning that area. This was like the origin flip, and yeah, we're rejecting that origin flip really nicely. Broke, took this high. Didn't really make much S&DR. Maybe here. It's a potential tempting short, but I don't know. We had some really bullish push up into there. This short might run. Bro. Dang, dude. Let's get this. Let's get this nice pattern. Yeah, no problem. Hey, no problem, aimbot Scott. We got the channel going. Can't say for certain how much content I'll be posting, but I'll try to make videos definitely when I can, at least every week. Try to release some. But I'll be doing live streaming. I mean, I'll be here. I want to try to do it every day. Definitely, definitely good. It's kind of, we got this little flip up after we flip down, so it's like we're making another micro range here. Lots of range action today, like it'll give you that push range, little push range. Straight down here right before would have been good. Didn't come back to where I was looking for. Getting some increased volume. Tap the 50. This previous range. And we're just gonna go out like that. Wow. Wowzers. Alright, now we're up into this kind of origin flip. Might draw out the second one too, just for more levels. Look for a little flip. Make this one different color. Broke it. Crazy. Maybe broke it. What are we doing here? Maybe if we go, this didn't make a new high, so it's not the most valid low, but breaking that definitely gives us more of a bearish confidence that we could short, but well, this unmitigated zone. We've taken that for 5. Yeah. Well, it's just this on the 5-second that really didn't look like much of a low. I mean, of course it's a low, but what's it look like on the 1 second? That's just crazy. Let's get maybe took. I guess this is kind of a pattern that I like starting to think I want to see in the 1 second or 1 minute is like the two wicks that are like candles that are beside each other. When we get the wick out, wick back, like sure we're looking for it to take some high to the left, but also like a more recent one. Because when we were looking to sell this, it's like, well, we just had a huge bullish push. Like, I don't know if it's enough selling pressure to say looking for sells. But now we see this, the first big top wick and then the second wick out, close back in. Now maybe the flips could be good. So we came out, came back in, closed here. So technically this push up zone is unmitigated, and look, you can see mitigating it now. I don't know. Might try a little. Yeah, no, this is too bullish. I see, I try to get a little micro flip, but I'm not waiting enough for the lows to get broken. Just kind of wanted to try to jump in off this mitigation, but she jumped higher, might still work out. Going down as SNDR, that's pretty nice. Tighten up, stop a little bit more. Maybe I should just put it there. And I got slipped. Only a little. Dang. Oh my god. See, maybe I shouldn't be trading right now because we had news. Dang. I should have just targeted a few. 3.5 points to this SNDR. That's pretty clean tap there. Yeah, this news is just going nuts. Definitely should have not traded. Richmond Manufacturing Index. Like, I don't even know what that is. Oh well. Oh, this flip down here seemed kind of nice. Tap to 50, this previous range. It was just so fast. It's kind of just got yeeted. And 4 seconds later, it's back up. Some Richmond, like, I don't know what the heck this Richmond Manufacturing Index is. Yeah, that's what happened at the start. So this is why I like kind of looking for the setup that comes right before a news would be enough. And so looking for this buy here right at, 9:59:10 for me, like, dang, dude. Yeah, I was looking. Literally started the stream and I was like, oh, looks like a buy. Why didn't I buy? points is that from the entry? 30 something. 30 something points, man. Oh well. Dave's talking about the masterclass being a preschool. I mean, kind of a preschool, I guess. I mean, of course, Dave is gonna try to market his mentorship to be as amazing as is, and I mean, it is like it's definitely like real good, but I wouldn't go as far to say, but that it makes the masterclass preschool. Cause like I don't know if you know Andres AFOT or on Twitter's handles NQ_God. I mean, he's a very profitable trader. His stats are insane. He's in the 92% win rate. Average 5 trades a day, about $100 a trade. It's like his stats average for that one account, and he learned only from the free masterclass, and he's like quite advanced with the concept. So I would not say it's preschool. I don't know. You don't need anything more. You really don't need anything more. Like, of course, I don't have all of the knowledge that Dave has to teach so far, but I mean, I've seen a good bit of kind of how he trades and how like the foundational traders trade, and it's not more like crazy more complex than just what's in the material. Like it's it's the same thing, just kind of little certain things they look for, like with the highest 5 second candle down breaking, and then the SNDR that breaks it, look to come back and tap it. So yeah, NQ_God. Definitely recommend to join his Discord and read everything. So that guy's got great information. Oh my god. Okay. So he broke. Would consider that a pretty decent low. I mean, his lows would be nicer to break for look for a pullback, but near this blue line, kind of got that SNDR overlap. Have this really big zone we're still missing. Tapped it. Let's look for a low of 5 second to get broken. Pull back into the SNDR for that. Yeah, there's definitely lots of nuances. So we broke. I guess we broke that one. This SNDR. A 5 second, that's I'd really like it to come to this origin, this this, the first reversal flip here. I really like to see it come to that origin, because then you can get the stop losses where it's potentially 2 points. These lower trades, broke this low, came back up, tapped it. If you're in there, maybe not, it got filled, may not. This one, flip there, tap this S&D. But if you're buying here, thinking this flip, tap into S&D, go back up, but like on the 1 minute, this is our range, like we're in the middle. Should really look to sweep these lows, come back in to trade back into this range, or take the highs. That's ideally what you want to do with the range, right? Is look for sweep highs and lows of the range. Either take the sell back in, like if price comes up, break, either take the sell back in, or if it's like the continuation, higher time frame, and there's still a higher thing up here that we're reaching into. It can like act as a magnet. Seeing where your high time frame zones are, those zones that act like a magnet can kind of let you know also where price can be drawing to. So this bigger zone up here, do I have it on the? Oh yeah. Oh, I'm just marking out this bigger S&D zone box. It's just the levels from this box. But we wicked out here. We wicked out, came back, tapped the 30. That's the ping pong that we're delivering. Higher time frame that we delivered from down there. We've traded that. Yeah. Definitely making a little triangle thingy. Let's get a break. Might as well draw them, I guess. See what the retail guys are doing, because we're always trying to do the opposite of what the retail guys kind of want to think. So people see a big breakout. I mean, we're not obviously taking that breakout trade. Like a lot of people would have their triangle drawn up, look for a break on each side, a candle body, and then they'll buy or sell. And so those people look to get flushed out, and then we can, use one of the models expecting a sell back into the range, or when you go back into the range expecting a continuation long, or of course wait for a flip. So 5-second structure, I mean, we flip bearish with this zone that I have drawn. We're just delivering from that. When this setup fails, that's like more of a bearish confirmation. Ran an extra 4 points. Let's see. Yeah, it's really like waiting for it to come back up, give you that nice retracement. It's tough when they don't give you the big retracements. I mean, it could be like, this is a deep retracement. Created this area that we broke lower, came to 70% of it and gave us a mini Renko. You know, however you wanna. So that sell. But we were right at that point. I don't want to try to take a trade right at this point because it could easily just, you know, reject off this trend line. So looking for that sell wasn't exactly on my mind. But looking at this overall, just how you play this, literally just looking at this, seems pretty clean because right here we've made this micro range, right? And we got this little flip pattern pretty high up. So even though in this scheme of things you're selling low, which isn't what we want to do, like we're just trading off micro ranges, so just you know, you can trade respective on, like, just expecting 5 points from something like that is, you know, it's very very doable, very reasonable. So just because it seems like you're selling low instead of selling high, or for up here you're selling low and selling high. The order flow changed almost more bearish with this flip when we closed that low. And like we tapped that 70 really nicely, so we could almost expect like a first pullback after the flip. You know, can expect at least a pullback with another push lower, like a, you know, kind of two pushes. I don't know how much you guys know about that concept, but on the one, since down here, one pullback. We've only had like two pullbacks, so could definitely still go in higher. But if you include all these from this low, and one, two, three, four, this would be five and six. No, just five. If you count like break a structure and then pull back. I don't know exact. You're kind of getting this little pattern, but on a fractal scale, you see a push, retracement with a little double bottom. So now we've got push, retracement with a double bottom. So if making these double bottom here gives you the idea that we can run the highs. So this break lower of this triangle. Let's get rid of this lipstick. Yo, what up, right, Teak? How's it going, my man? Tap that 30 perfectly. Hmm. Yeah, really stuck in some big range here with failing to take new highs, new lows. So again, the ideal scenario would be a break of one of these highs, and then either we get a trade back in and we look to long to go back to the equilibrium of this blue range, or we look to short once it comes back to the equilibrium. So if it does break below, come back to the middle to go lower. Same thing for the highs. Just kind of waiting at this point. I mean, if we just see what happened, like, it is a little bullish currently. Had that zone that we broke out of, tapped the 30 with the SNDR, and it's respecting this currently. So if this breaks, could follow the flip side, get that 5-second. Price. Oh, it might double tap this 70 and this high up here, so we get the double top and then it'll run the lows maybe if this bullish pressure keeps up, but I think it might just run these lows because we're overall even some bullish strength. I think we might continue to, like, we failed to close above this high here, and so when we fail, like when we get near a higher time frame high, we tend to trade away from it before taking it. So it's kind of, I mean, we didn't take it with a body closure, so that's what we're looking at. And you know, a lot of time you'll see the consolidation and then the manipulation before more distribution to take the high. So might get the manipulation lower, look for higher, that would be good. So we did tick below this. If we close higher than here, yeah, we closed higher, and then we have this kind of SNDR for this. If we tap it, go higher. I mean, it's not the safest long, like I was saying, but if we do get, we didn't get it. I kind of like to see a reversal bar, but the tap. Ideally, it would tap this 32. But I still think we might just manipulate. Like, we didn't really, like, we took this low on the 1 minute, but it's like, not really an important low. Like, you ideally want to take a low that's part of structure, and I mean, that would, I mean, if we're really talking about that, I mean, that's down here, but Man, I took one trade so far. I don't know, I need to develop some way to, like, I've got my safe rules that I'm like, I'm trying to, like, I'm still wrestling with the idea of, trying to follow safer rules until, I get a bunch of payouts, and then I'll slowly try to trade more aggressively, or if I just kind of want to try to just get an aggressive style adopted and maybe trade it, but trade it with lower size. I think I'm leaning towards that, but because I don't have full confidence in exactly my plan, I don't, I'm not sure what trades to be taking with complete clarity yet. I should have like maybe micros up for one for like aggressive trades, and then I'll have my normal size for this NQ, and then I'll execute on this. Maybe I'll do that for this 5 second. Maybe that's what I'll do. I don't know. Cause I mean, yeah. Hello, zombie. Welcome, welcome from India, man. Um, I mean, technically, only you can kind of find that out for yourself. Like, no one can tell you if something's gonna be helpful for you except you. Like, I don't, I don't know you. Are you trading DTFX? I mean, I have had a lot of people say that my videos have been helpful and it's cleared some things up. So, I mean, of course, I would like to recommend my videos, but I can't say for certain if they're going to help you because what are you trying to do? I don't know. Are you trying to learn Dave teaches FX? I mean, are you trying to trade ICT? If you're trying to trade ICT, my videos aren't going to be helpful for you. You know? So I can definitely help you out more maybe if you tell me what you want and what you're looking for. How's it going, VC? How's it going? Welcome to the range day of Christmas week. Everyone's off on holidays, not trading, and spike range, spike range, spike range. Lots of spiking ranges today. Not the funnest to trade, but there's definitely lots of good trades you can catch. This is just a broader, we're just in a broader triangle now. Draw that, whatever. Yeah, yeah, that's exactly what I'm ideally trying to do to wait for a safer trade is break this blue box that I got. So I want this, one of these highs, lows broken. I mean, this long down here would have worked out. Closed above it, came into the SNDR, gave us a reversal bar. Like, I should just start taking these trades without worrying about tapping a level perfectly, waiting for it to be clean as heck. I just need to take more executions with my smaller size on ones that I might be less sure about. And over time it'll teach me. I'll get the data from that. Kind of waiting for it to break the lows, trade higher, or come up double top, break these highs, trade back into the range, and maybe even break the lows. And then get that, we'll get the two-sided manipulation, take out buy side, take out sell side, and then go higher. Like ideally I'm looking for, I guess really these two wicks. Wait for this zone to get broken. Wick out, trade back in, 5-second structure break, Renko entry. The 1 minute. Jeez. I mean, shit. Theoretically, the 1 minute. Still bullish from this flip. Technically, the protected high is still up here. On the 1 minute. Shall see, we shall see. We're reaching up. Took out this high, traded back in. Or no, it traded just above. Trade in Nifty 50? I'm not too sure what Nifty 50 is. Sounds cool. I mean, so if you're learning trading, my honest opinion, yes, what I have to teach you, like, can definitely help you with any aspect of trading. This form of analysis works for any market, any financial instrument, anything at all, and so it definitely would help you. I've been trading for 3 years, learned a lot of strategies, and I have never seen anything with the precision that this can get you with, you know, tight stop losses, entries that have zero, like literally zero drawdown. It's nothing has beaten this precision, and so when you see that, you see that the potential is extremely high. Like mastering this is like way more valuable than mastering so many other strategies. Like I have a friend of mine that started trading a bit after me. I taught him my first strategy that I was learning, and he's been trading it for like over 2 years now, and he's consistently profitable trading that one strategy. Like he's technically made more money than trading than me, but my potential in my eyes is way higher than him because of all the extra things that I've learned over these past years instead of just really mastering that one kick. That one kick's only going to take him so far. But yeah, I mean, crypto, I don't really actively trade crypto right now. I've trade crypto in the past. That was the first thing that I was getting into Actually, no, it wasn't the first thing. It was one of the first things I got into with trading. Binary options was the first thing I got into. Well, not the very first, technically. During my second run of trading, at least. In 2017, I was doing normal Forex stuff, but when I started trading again in 2020, I got back in doing binary options and then doing crypto and then into Forex and indices and then now futures. I think futures is definitely the best. So, I mean, options you can make the most money from like the leverage you can do with options is pretty much second to none, except for prop firms. If prop firms didn't exist, options is by far the best way to leverage your money, but also the best way to lose your money. People have lost a lot of money trading options. There's a lot of options horror stories. So here on the 1 minute, it's like this kind of closed right on it. It's like reducing bullish strength. This next candle traded out, closed back in. Got the close of that S&D, rejected the S&D, shot down. We got whew, almost 5 points. Came back up for a double tap though. Same thing happened here. Broke this low of this candle. Came back up to touch the SNDR for that little micro 5 second. So that's your second short there. And then I would take that. Well, try to. I'm just looking at this really micro S&D more recently. Um, but it seems to be pretty good. Mark this out. 119 tap, part of a reversal from that tick. Talking about the first tap here. Yeah. So it's definitely like, it is a part of a flip in a sense, but like, higher time frame order flow is kind of bullish, right? Look at that. Like it is bullish. Same thing with this flip here. Like, what about this? Shouldn't this have been bearish? Shouldn't we have came up into this zone and made new lows? But it's like, I don't know. Is it bullish or is it bullish? So higher time, unless we really see some flips and some confirmations, like it would have had to break this low to really confirm that higher time frame bear, bearish order flow. And so it's, any flip short can fail in reality until there's more confirmations. Like it's it's hard calling that. And then counting your flips on their 1 minute. I mean, let's just consider this a valid break of structure pullback. Did we get a close below here? So we did have first flip. This is a second flip here. This candle closed below this low. So it's like we've had a couple flips on the 1 minute in a sense. This one wasn't clean. Maybe this was first flip is fake, second flip. So you could be like, oh, we already had our first flip is fake. This is the real one. But the 1 minute didn't. There was no 1 minute valid pullback low. It would be down here. So the 1 minute hasn't shifted. The 5 second valid break of structure, valid pullback, new high. So this is a valid low. It would get shifted to this one after this valid pullback and break of structure. So when we broke up here, we have a 5 second shift. But what's a 5 second shift going to give you? Well, 5 second targets. And that's, the target would be this low. that facilitated the pullback into the 5-second zone. And when we traded near and failed, I mean, that gives us the idea that we're aiming for this as the liquidity draw to take this. And that lines up with, the range liquidity draw that we would be looking for too. And being in this box, you want to see the break of one of the highs or lows of the box. Because what do we not want to trade in? Idiot boxes. We don't want to be idiot box. Toilet paper. I mean, we failed to close above this protected high, so maybe that'll give us, that gives us the 1 minute bias that we're going to reach for opposite liquidity. But then again, this could have been the low that delivered that, failed to go there. So then the reach is there, and then maybe it went there and failed, and then, now we're just, like I was saying earlier, it's just constantly failing and failing and failing, and so that's where you just kind of stop trying to track the highs and lows too much on like what they mean, and more so just kind of have your range drawn out and look for it to take a side. Don't get trapped trading inside of it. I mean, if you really want to trade in it, like trade really near the extremes. But here, broke out. It's kind of interesting. Kind of had that breakout of this line. It was really nicely respecting that line if I like extended it. I kind of like trend line seeing stuff like that. It's kind of interesting. The geometry that the markets can make. All right, zombie. Let's go. Have a good night, bro. A lot of the time, like during this time, you'll see some manipulation wicks for sure. Some afternoon stuff, like big guys will be closing their positions that they put in earlier in the day. Like, see, that was a big sell wick. Well, it's probably because, some big players had buy orders in down here for the day, right? And so they're just closing some orders near end of day or whatever. Hence why it was a sell spike. I mean, there's buy spikes too for sure, but that was the biggest spike in recent time. Sell spike. Makes sense. Like leading up to 11 for me a lot of the time is when you'll see that happen a lot. And then again an hour later, like my 12:50 time that I like. Or I guess that's 2 hours later actually. But we wicked out, came back in, broke this, created this S&D. It would be nice. It would be nice if we got, well, we broke that low. This is like the highest S&D. Broke this low at this S&D. Now I'm doing S&D laddering. Oh, I gotta make a video on that. Got the rejection here. That was our first S&D rejection, but like, look how low that is. I am not comfortable selling with the 6.25 stop loss. Like, it's just not what I want to do. Selling right at this S&DR2, like for this topside break, like that's just really not a good idea. So it's like you just gotta be patient. Like you're, you know, it's sad because look at it'll do this. It'll really do this. Oh, it'll tempt me. I see the aggressive entry, but like, uh, that's tough. That's real tough. Yo, what's up, Ari Gold? Oh man, if you guys want a slower model, check out Ari Gold on Twitter. He's got that 5 minute pattern. Let's check it out. How's that looking today? Bum, bum, bum. So here's open. I don't know if you would. Did he take any sells here? It's tough because that big bullish push into that zone. I mean, this SNDR got disrespected pretty good on the 5 minute. Would have liked to see that ideally hold with the 1 minute pattern there. Yes, it's kind of tough trading out the 5 minute. It's not really any clean. Anything clean. Yeah, I mean that would definitely be that's kind of what I is like a medium safe. Medium safe. Medium. And you got safe, you got medium, and you got aggressive style entries and nouns. Because it's like it's not a part of 1 minute structure. Like nothing here. This is all blah. Nothing here is part of structure. You got your high. You got your high here, and you got your low here, and that's it. So technically, we would need one of these to be broken before we would do anything. If we're trying to play safe. So safe is like 1 minute confirmations. Medium is like 5 second protected stuff, like valid stuff in the 5 second, and then aggressive is like really tight, like non-protected 5 second structure stuff. So like these cells in here off these S&Ds that it was making as it was breaking these micro lows. Like I guess the first one here, like when we wick below here, we had this S&D pushed up into, came away. But I like to see like that's not S&D R. I mean, I guess it is because it broke this low. There's the last push up before, but we didn't close below here, so it doesn't follow any close rules. But if we're following wick rules, this one didn't wick anything new. So it's like only stuff on the right that we would be looking at. So this is an SNDR. All right, trades. Come on, baby. It's quite unfortunate that we didn't get a nice clean pullback to this higher SND that we were kind of ideally looking for. Or when we broke this. I mean, I didn't draw it out, but I was watching for it to come near the 50, and it didn't come near the 50. But I mean, it's definitely a nice continuation low. I did have pretty high conviction that it would take this high and then trade back in, and that's, it did it nice. Took the high, but failed to close beyond it. Really nice. Just, I would have really liked this high to have been right up here. 5 second, 5 minute. Now that it closed above. Got you. And do you draw your zones based off of the body to body? So it would be this zone. You're at 50% right now. So now you go 1 minute. What a sell-off, jeez. Man, I wish I took that sell up here, man. Of course. I should have done my fid laddering thing. In reality. Bang, bang. That's a really nice sell here. That's really nice. Keeping an eye on the structure here. I mean, this was pretty nice. Pretty nice price action. Came into that. Tap the 70 of this flip plus this S&D of this little micro. This price is just going kind of crazy. I don't wanna. Well, it's quite interesting that we had a big sell-off like that. That big of a sell-off. Wasn't quite expecting that. That's Oh man. Broke that one. Didn't reach 30. Broke that one. Reached 30. Broke this one. Yeah, I mean that's ideally kind of at this 1 minute protected low. It's not a 1 minute protected low. A secondary 5 second one. Right there. Broke. Chrome tap. Any wrinkle flip? Oh, this is. We're gonna look for taking these lows and then the pattern. Let's get this low taken out. It didn't do it. Oh well. What is this on? What is this on? Well, maybe if we get mini candlestick pattern continuation sell if it doesn't want it. It took the low now though. Took this low. Traded back in. Took it, rejecting the SNDR. Now, I just don't know if I want to buy. It's like it's just such a small flip. want to see at least like a valid high on a 5-second get broken. So like, let's trade medium. This one would be, oh, I'm looking for. Break it, come back, ideally into this SNDR. Failed to put a new high. So we're looking for this closure. Come on. I'll draw this higher. Maybe we'll get a reaction at this 30 level because we did wick below it. Didn't close below it, so it's not like as strong as it would be if it was a close below. But it might for sure give us a little retracement. If this failure here wants to run these highs, go back up into this zone that we're expecting too. Let's map out the 5-second SNDR there. So we kind of had, draw this because it's also visible on the 1 minute. So we'll just keep that there. And if we took this preemptive sell, could go to the low for like 4.5 points. I mean, so mitigation's definitely a tough concept, one that I gotta study more, cause like, something can keep mitigating, right? Like this zone here, even though it's pushed through it fully, like you can still see the reactions from it, right? So it's kind of one of those like strength balancing things that we have to do along with all these other zones, and knowing the strength of this and the strength of this zone compared to just any other random zone, or the strength of this. Like we're pushing up into this SNDR, and this is a pretty decent zone. It's a big swing on the 1 minute. It's the swing responsible before we broke below like these lows. It's not the biggest low that we broke below, but it has some validity, but it's not as strong as if there was like a super clean SNDR before we displaced and closed below this low. That would have held way better and pushed down rather than just technically the last, we didn't close below, but before we broke below, this was like this little candle up was the push up before the wick below. And I guess we are kind of holding the top of it. And so it's back testing. It's gonna let you know the strength of all that, the strength balancing act. Like I had a pretty good yesterday when I drew this 12-minute SNDR and 144 SNDR line up yesterday from this here. I was like, these are SNDR before a huge push up that like made all-time highs on CFDs. I'm like, these are pretty important SNDRs. Hence why I was not surprised at all when we were getting these reactions here today and this bigger zone. So yeah, we closed closed. But let's see here, we're at this 30%. What the biggest fan, like just this range. Yeah, like it's, I don't know how much I trusted that. I mean, right away, fill at 30, now we're at the 70. Okay, broke that. Come down to here, and that would be I'll get in. Got a 70 retrace, nice. But it's not going to give me the mini retrace I want. Before going back to the equilibrium of the previous range. Not yet, not yet. Let's take this low in the 1 minute. Came right to it. No, I might just. Because this one right here failed to close above, it might just be reaching totally for this low way down here. So this continuation sell. I went on 5 points, huh? From that one. Here we broke it. Can't even see that micro. I need to use like. Jeez. That's insane. That is insane. Well, maybe I should just follow price more so, like waiting, being patient, and you're using what you think, you're doing more of what you think rather than what you see. Like here I was thinking, oh, take this low, and then I'll look to trade, rather than I'll just take the flip when it shows me something along with a bullish narrative, like failure to put in a new low. Although it's ideal to take it, if we don't take it and we get the flip, I think that's enough reason to get in. Too patient, yeah. I don't know. It's like it's not bad figuring it out, but man, oh, I'm trying to take trades too that are like, you know, trades that people can see and know that it's a good trade, not a more aggressive trade that's more risky, and then those are the ones that people are trying to copy rather than trying to copy the safe ones. I mean, it's honestly at the end of the day, it's not. That's not what's affecting my decision, but okay, we broke this high, pushed into SNDR, maybe. Well, now do I just try long? That's not ideal. Tis not ideal. So is every time in existence. That seems like a really nice pattern to me. Like that's the pattern that I'm looking for. Get that low high SNDR break, tap into the SNDR to go higher. Yeah, I mean it would be nice if we got close below, close above, pull back before going higher. That would be nice. I guess it wouldn't have to close below, but yeah, ping pong till the end of the day pretty much. And then it'll sell off if it does make this bull run back up. If not, well. Yeah, I mean, if I was a Pats trader still, definitely wouldn't trade probably. Yeah, this looks like shambles. What does this look like here? Hmm. Right. I mean, correct thing to do, I guess, is all based on your plan. But correct thing to do is, I guess, someone new to the strategy. Well, maybe not, not someone who's not consistently profitable yet. Which is, yeah. It's like, yeah, I could definitely trade more aggressively. I gotta put more back testing hours in, I guess. But yeah, we were mulling around here. Like when you saw this close, this 5 second close up here, I had mark out the PL now. 5 sec PL. Pull back to this SNDR, yeah. If you target the middle to the low, 5 points. Tapped my, what is this blue line? It's just marking out the low. Tap the 12-minute SNDR too I had. It's 12-minute. Oh, what did I just grab? That 12-minute SNDR line is when we broke higher here. This line is just the top of this last down push before we closed above this high. So it's like the start of a zone. And then same with 144. I don't show that, but nice trade, man. Took the break above 74 right here. 30-second chart, yeah. I mean, the 5 second trade was, when it broke above, I'll take the next. If 30 fails, it often goes to 70. 30 failed, went to 70. Should have taken that one. First scalp. Second scalp. I don't know why I wasn't long in these bottoms, man. Why not? $80.84, yeah. We've closed above. I'm gonna draw this bigger zone. This. Tap this and DR and just kept going higher. Tap SNDR and this big 30 would be nice. It would be nice. It's also this micro SND before the low break. This run. It's just S&D responsible, supply and demand responsible. Look at that rejection of that micro SND I drew. God damn. Yeah, what like when you get those micro S&D drawing reactions like that, it's just so nice. Yeah, oh yeah, sweet spot for sure. I was waiting for a mini flip, but no, just too quick. She's freaking fast, boy. Maybe long this zone. S&D is a little bit higher. It's a little bit higher, but he's asking for Ari's Ari's Twitter. Oh, it's all good, Ruski. You want Ari's Twitter, right? Pull back, pull back. Dang, man. This would be a nice confluence level here. If it did happen to get up here. Mini SNDR. We had this previous zones like 30 to 50. And then we've got the bigger swing from here. We've got the 70 right here, so make it purple easier to see. Wow, very low volume. Yeah, I mostly just observe on X2, as you can probably tell. I don't post really. Retweet a thing here or there. Let me snake those lows. Snake these lows. Tap the 30. This previous area. SNDR for the break of the 5-second candle. What is that, one tick away? Dang. I want to backtest 2020 and that rocket ship volatility. That's going to be fun. would be fun. But this price action right now, still lots of money. Lots of money, lots of money. Crazy how much money some of those guys make. I mean, how do you exactly enter? Just when it closed above it? The order block? So this 30-second candle when it closed there? When it wicked above it? What do you mean, Ari? How do you exactly enter in the 30 there? Yeah, I'd like a double bottom with this wick. Gotta be more flexible, more flowy. I'm super flowy. Broke this. No S&D. What's this? S&D on the 30. Come back here. Along it. I honestly, I'm not gonna get like crazy amount of trades, always waiting for safest stop. Just gotta find a nice balance. Would be nice to come up to this origin, but we could long expecting that as a magnet. We've tapped this S&D. More ideal to come here. Pretty much. I mean, the origin. I mean, there's a couple ways. Like the 5-second origin I have is this. It's just the start. I don't want to overlay it too much. Can't remember whichever low, protected low on the 5-second I use there. But you could also just take this low of this down close candle, and that's what I have this zone on. So it includes this high too. This zone was just kind of the consolidation zone I was looking at for a close or failure above. And like what happened here was exactly what I was looking for. Should definitely have. Oh, that would have been a banger trade. So good, so good. Break this high, break it, break it. Yeah. Double bottom for sure. We took it, traded back in, closed above it, traded in the S&D on the 5-second. Once we closed above it, trade down, got the reversal up on the Renko. Should that have been the long? Fuck. interesting. Oh my God, what did I do? Wait, close above that? It's not reacting very, very quick to this. 30%, looks like 30% is failing. So, according to Dave, 30 fails. It'll often go to 70, but I've noticed it'll often just go to the 50 like this. That's a bit tough, bit tough. Yeah, fill that wrangle bar, do it. That would be, I haven't really taken a. Now, is this considered too far back? 3 minutes ago, we took a low. If the 5-second move didn't generate a move from there, do we need a fresh low taken? Back test it. Tell me the answer, guys. Just kidding. Gotta type that into my back testing stuff. You should see my list. You ain't got the time to back test all this. Miniature S&D. I don't know why I do it. Oh, wait, that's this one. Pretty much. Drawing like S&Ds that are like low, you know, can be good. Pretty much like the lowest S&D you can find where it, I mean, it wasn't the most responsible, but on this Renko, I mean, you can see there's a high here. It's the last push down before breaking this high on the Renko. So it was responsible for something on the Renko. Just looking right there, but yeah, I want these lows to get taken. Just seeing. Yo, see Breezy. What up, my guy? Good to see you here. I want to see the reaction at this. Yep, because we're at the 30. When we broke out about this high. I took that last leg as like manipulation. It's kind of like an origin zone too. Break, pushed into it. I might try long. No, orders canceled. That's the beauty of Rankos. Didn't get the flip, so no entry. I don't know. It's pushing down pretty good though. It's looking like this is like when it breaks a low like here, especially if it closes, that almost validates the bigger range. That this is the range that it's like, right? Because if it closes below here, almost means that it's wanting to, it's kind of like a confirmation that it's gonna go further for lower lows. But it could also, we also do expect a pullback now into here. So expecting the pullback plus the flip Oh, we got the flip. S&DR rejection. But I kind of missed that. Stupid talking. Got this. Push into here would be not bad. You got stopped. Right tick. Oh no. Okay. Oh, we're taking those. Yep. That's interesting. We wicked below these low here. Tap the 30. Leave that. Check out this zone. Looking for shorts there. But we are delivering off this higher origin 70. Flip. Pull back into here. What am I doing with my Renkos? We got the 30 tap. Tap into this S&DR. That might have been the respectable 5 points. Give me this origin tap. Question is now, do I wait for a secondary flipper? It's so bearish. We just keep getting spikes. I think it's just gonna. It's really. I gotta take the drawings off this 12-minute. Way too much here. I already have some decent bullish bias. Oh, there's a mini flip. I don't know. I should have took the mini flip here in my zone. What am I doing? It's a very clean tap of the 70. Looks pretty dang clean here. Tap this bottom SNDR. This is the SNDR that we would want to tap. So it's the SNDR before we broke this down closing 5-second candle. And then we broke a nice structural. So I like this kind of formula where we broke it the run before we tap the SNDR for this break. Breaks like not structural, but maybe a stronger high than at least just 5-second candle high. It's because it's got displacement, right? Tap this 30. Do I try? Nope. Back into this little range, but it's not. I mean, it kind of is S&D responsible for breaking lower this little zone. Ideally, we would break this low, push back into the zone to short, but I don't know, we are still really low again, delivering from this higher time frame 70. So this might, it'll only give us a few point reaction probably. And I mean, technically it's gone 5 from high to low, so I don't know if we can expect much more. Like right now, you can almost tempt yourself to short right now because he broke this low. There's this SNDR we pushed in, got a little 5-second bearish candle out of the SNDR, but again, where are we delivering from? Higher time frame origin from this. Maybe I'll mark it out cleaner. I'll just get rid of the purple. I don't need it. What? This is a high and low of the origin I'm using for this higher time frame zone. I mean, it's not a, fully protected because obviously that's not a valid high, not a valid pullback, so it can't be a valid high. This low couldn't be valid until it breaks out here, so it's like technically nothing here is part of structure. Higher time frame, this is just one leg down still. In a way, I mean, we got to pull back on this time frame, but structural leg. So here we're definitely ping-ponging. I mean, here, that's where it's nicer. That one 3 points, this one 4.5. Oh, now that this whole 50 is like holding again after we kind of mitigated all the levels, broke above and holding the 50. I mean, happened here first, holding again, so it's kind of like a double. These are a double bottom in a way, but it's not. Expect that micro double bottom here. Expect these highs, maybe a second tap of this zone, but could have held that. I don't know, I'm still debating whether I want to take flips like this, just mini Renko flips where it double tops. Because when I saw it go equal top, I canceled my order. But if I just kept trailing it to lowest Renko, I'd be in sell. Target 5 points. It hit right there. So, yeah. Yo, guys, when you see me cancel an order, tell me to just put it back. Nah. You gotta get sniper entry, though. For that to have gone 5 points, like, he would have had to been snipe. But it would have been snipe, would have been zero drawdown, would have been. Now we're just in like a really, really tight wedge. Really are. Wait, what the heck is that? Kind of got like a spike. We spiked down, started channeling, got some overshoot. Still holding this top. Let's look for, I mean, failed to close, take this low, not the biggest low. See, second tap of the SNDR here, maybe. Definitely. I like this bounce. If I see the first one confirm, I really should look for a second flip for a second tap. Because that one, if that happens, that's like that's the better one, in my opinion. I mean, this one delivered you quite nicely. Whether you took the worst entry, 7.5 points, 8.5. Where's this one? Just 5. Got another like tiny pullback flip, but it's like at the bottom of the range, so you can expect it to fail. And then maybe when they fail, that's a buy signal. That's an idea I've been pondering with. Look at taking flip failures as like an actual entry. So when you see like a flip occurring in just a god awful place, maybe the opposite could be a potential good trade. Yeah, double bottom here. Touch this SNDR. It just feels weird right now. I'm trying to go by Dave's rule of taking something. Yeah, I mean definitely possible long. I just would really like for it to take this low would be ideal. Because if we did what happened here, we could get something. Not, I'm not saying we'll get a 50-point run like this, but that's the sort of thing that we'll need to facilitate, right? Why didn't the run happen here? Why didn't this short happen right here? Right? Because they just really wasn't an important high at all. This high was like, it was a pretty defining high. I honestly can't remember all my analysis on it, but I had a lot of analysis on that high that you can go back and watch, and I was really wanting that to get taken and then the turn back in. And when it's a high that's important, instead of just taking a high back into the range, it'll be something that could turn into a reversal, and that's what we got there. So if we're really looking for this reversal trade, it's the same thing. We really ideally want to see an important low get taken, trade back into that range, and we only take the 5 points back into the middle or whatever points that may be. Like if this is our previous range, we want the wick below it and target back to the middle, like 6, 7, 8 points could be what you could target for the middle there. Target some opposing S&D. You can see there's S&D here on the 1 minute we could target. So we hit the wick below, target opposing S&D. that's in line with, 1 to 1, around 5 point TP. That's where you can get the better refined TP. And like, let's see how we react here at this S&D. I mean, more refined is this mini one in here. I mean, we took some previous lows on the 1 minute. Maybe not this important one, but at least we took some. So this, we could take this expecting just a 5 point scalp back up, maybe, when we broke it here. So what I'm looking at is this high, this lowest 5 closing candle. Like I'm saying, we wait for that to get broken and then tap back into the SNDR. So clearly, I mean, we didn't get the close above and tap into this SNDR yet. So we could be looking maybe a tap in here potentially. It's been a while of time though. I feel like this is something you would like to see because it's such a micro break. This is something you want to see like quickly on a micro scale, not like waiting for a tap from this zone from way over here. But you get in right there. That if Dave was really looking for that low, I don't know. I can't say for certain if he would have taken that. But that's how he would have taken the entry. If this was the level, if this were the lows that he was looking to get swept. I mean, there's literally no pullback, so I mean, I guess there's a higher pullback, but it still's in line with 5 point TP. I'll just take. But how high up would we be? Yeah, you'd get your take profit. Nice, we broke this high. Came back, touched 30% plus S&D. Long this reversal candle, I definitely see that being a decent trade. But again, I was explaining this lower trade I missed. Oh well. If that fails, could potentially mitigate the 70, but alright, we wicked above here. Here's our bigger area of this last down leg. Broke it here. S&DR that broke S&DR right here. It's fighting this 30 though. Broke it, pushed back into this. That's just nuts. I don't know. No, we didn't take I mean, we took these highs. Expect to push back into the range. Took that. Came back up into it. Or these two right here, the sells, because first Renko reversal bar flip. Shit. Yeah, that's it right there, TP. Um, tap this SNDR again. God dang. Well, double bottom, origin move definitely. I mean, could liquidate these or we could. Right now we're holding this pretty nicely. Man, when I see that double bottom here after this goes back to 50 of equilibrium at the leg, double bottom, it's just like a nice deep mitigation flip. So that's why I like deep mitigations are what I'm trying, like the nicest trades, because they essentially are double bottom in a way. And then, what do you expect from double bottoms? Oh, they run highs. What did we get here? Double bottom that ran highs. So but I had this range. This range in my mind is blue range, and I wasn't wanting along there because we're middle of range, right? I'm abiding by Dave's rule, don't trade middle of range. So I saw his flip, but I didn't want to long it, but it's like trade what I see, and if I see it break out of a range, come back to the 50, which is what we expect, and then give us a double bottom higher, like before I came to Dave, this is literally what I would look to see. After years and years of thousands of hours of watching the chart, that's one of the things I determined the best way to determine when we're coming out of a range is when you get a little bit of a liquidation out of the range and then come back to the 50 of it. And it's literally perfectly in line with what Dave teaches pretty much. So I'm just gonna definitely take these trades. Like if we're just looking at that, I mean we're in a uptrend just most recently, and if it's at the 50, if you see what's you want to see at the 50, it's worth it. Shorted from the double top into the amounts. These two double tops are double top from here, failed or close above. Wick. This area we just came from. Oh, damn, this really would have been nice if this freaking broke below. Then this considered a valid high that we broke, and then this would have been way stronger to like. Ah, did ES break? Was that it? What the heck? Crushed that. Okay. Double bottom there. Haven't closed above this low. Here's our SNDR. Closed above it. Tapped SNDR and yeeted. Oh my. How is Dave fast enough for that? That's just. Oh my god. Like that literally played out like nuts. Jeez. Sheesh, man. And then we got a mini flip continuation that I just like sat back in my chair and I'm looking at the charts and I just can't believe it. I can't believe it. Yeah, it plays out just like I was talking about it. Yeah, it's like it's coincidence or something or not. Double top, failure to put a new high. We took the high, 5 second, close below it, close below it. We're looking for a close below this candle right here. And then we take the SNDR for the tap and go. I'm not gonna try to overthink these trades. I'm gonna be a pattern trader. Whatever, I'll just get trades in and figure out which ones I should take when I lose. Close below, pushing into SNDR. Do I short from here? Do I really? It seems so aggressive to me. We need to take like a. Mark my words, yeah? Fucking. No, no. No, probably at least see this low get taken, push into the range. Mini flip. Play safer. This doesn't follow any of my rules. I'm trying to take Dave style entries, but it's like I don't know if we should try to replicate what Dave does here. Like it's just so aggressive to me. I guess it's just really knowing you're in the right zone, right location. Like Dave wouldn't look to sell that. Like look at that. I mean, for one, doesn't Dave doesn't look to sell. But I mean, he'd be like, "Oh, you're selling middle of the range. It's not near the high." So I guess then we go back to what I was saying about buying here. I want to buy here because you're buying middle of range. But it's like, does the higher time frame line up? And it kind of did here. Here, does the higher time frame line up to sell here? I mean, we're kind of battling between this 1 minute flip and this 1 minute flip. It's hard to say where we're gonna go. Like, it's just the 12 minutes, just a range. So it's like a healthy range, you expect like move from one side of the range to other. That's what you kind of expect from a range. So if we just tapped like the extreme of one range, you can expect it to go to the other side. So if we most recently tapped this extreme, we could be looking for maybe, sells lower to go higher. I want to make a template where it's the hell? Where it shows. Okay. Man, why is that bug happen? Whatever. Definitely wouldn't have played out. I mean, longs, definitely what can expect. But, uh, say we got the flipception gets me. I think he got me here. I mean, ideally, yeah, you just took this flip here. This flip reversed here. I don't know why I didn't. Why didn't I take this one again? I think I was expecting lower it to take these lows because it didn't take anything yet, even though it tapped to 70 nicely. Of the 70 origin, and we got the 5 second, wasn't the cleanest, but 5 second high broken, pulled back mini flip on the Renko in. It's clean enough to definitely deserve an entry here. That's one kick. I mean, in theory, like the trading safe is good because you just take those couple trades a day with a bit higher size, and that's all you do. Don't want to be taking more aggressive trades. Let's get a pullback. I want to pull back up into this SNDR. Come on. I don't know. We just missed this 50 level, but I'm like trying to consider it because I'm trying to want to take more trades. Come on, baby. Come on. Double bottom. Kind of. We're gonna run these highs. Well, then we've got this whole S&D. This is the right S&D. Run the high. Close below this low. Tap into S&D short. I could, I could, I could do that. Just kidding. Broke SNDR, remove. So now we got SNDR. That broke SNDR. Get out of here, you fib. No pullback. I'm gonna extend this up just to include these couple wicks, just to kind of have an SNDR zone, so I'm not just trying two zones overlapping. Yeah, didn't get the pullback. I mean, oh man, I really wish this took this low. I would have definitely been looking for these longs then. Ah. guess even when the 12-minute closed, I feel like that should give us enough. When we got a 12-minute narrative here, 12-minute double bottom, 12-minute failure to close below. Price came down, came up, above, came down. It literally closed right here on the 5-second, so it came down, tapped the 50, and then went right after that 12-minute close. So that's a good timing. Right before we would have known the 12-minute close happened, so maybe I should pay attention more to the 12-minute. Because we got that 12-minute narrative. But I mean, you could probably, a lot of time you could see from here, just keep track of when that closes. Pretty nice morning star in the 12-minute candlestick pattern. It's a pretty strong pattern that I've noticed in my time. Well, I'm really not gonna, see, it's tough when it's like, I want to see my nice flip. We got the tap into the zone, but it's like, happened a while back. We didn't get a pullback from the secondary one that I kind of like to see. Toilet paper roll pattern, yeah. Yeah, now we're fighting. Just gonna, yeah, draw the origin. Tap that 50 like perfectly. Broke above. Tap the 30, nice. Give us that pattern. Yeah, I mean, obviously with aggressive trades you'll lose more, but I really think there's a nice balance where we could trade a little bit. I mean, obviously we know you can, because look at Dave, look at Shaz, look at all them, but it really shouldn't be too hard to just trade a bit more of an aggressively. Like, I know what to do, I just need to kind of have it a bit more clear on the situations. That's why it's good to kind of have rules for your model and how you're going to trade, and like have them written down and review them every day, every morning. I mean, in a way, the bearish flip is here in the bearish flip zone, but I guess for a 5-second flip, yeah, 5-second flip, yeah. Really tight range, really tight range. Can't trade a range like that. These are the ranges we don't want to see. Man, man, oh man. Okay then. Are we gonna get a run of the highs? I don't know. This price action here is draining me, to say the least. Would be really nice if we got a bullish run up to here, up to these zones. For the end of day sell off, that would be clean. That would be so clean. Five secondo flip. Need 1 minute close because it's a 1 minute low. But we did get it on the 5 second. Haha, price goes yeet. Haha. And this is where those aggressive early entries really get you. Because it's like, look at that. Look at. Just. Would you just look at it? It's clean. It's. Broke below. Came back up. Rejected S and there. Yeet. Yeet. 10 points, 11 points. Okay, that's enough. The same thing when we broke this high. Came back up in SNDR, but it only gives you up to 5 points. Oh, well. Baby, come back. Oh, this SNDR on this 70 would have been my preferred spot. Would be my preferred spot to see a mini flip. Looks nicer on the 1 minute too. It's like a your higher zone. 50s all left out. Uh, uh, so many trades, so many trades. You can take like more aggressive trades. It's just about proper risk management, I think. Like, I mean, that's where it's obviously the experience comes, and that's why you don't tell someone new trying to find profitability with, you don't tell them that they gotta take all the aggressive trades or take all the trades with it's just a wick breakout or all that. Like this, I don't want to miss any trades, but I kind of want to analyze today a bit. Uh, this micro range. Yeah, I mean they do happen so quick. Like that's definitely another thing, especially with how Dave enters with the freaking 5 second. Like that's just bang bang. I mean, he says you got like 20, 30 seconds, but I don't know. I guess obviously it varies. But I gotta find you. I gotta find the right combination of rules. I mean, that's where you gotta find works for you. And having less rules, you're gonna have less win rate, but you'll have more trades, which might mean more profit, but more trades, more losses, less win rate. I don't know if the extra trades profit is going to make up for the extra loss. Like, so everyone's different at trade management, and that's where it's really going to vary and change the numbers. All right, we're coming back to this 1 minute zone now. So top, tuppy, tuppy top, 30. Okay, so this is some micro S&D that we see if it breaks below. Should we be looking for sells in this area? Yeah, probably. But double bottom running highs, we might, we're bullish. Kind of have a bullish bias, so first S&D wiped out. My bias has been kind of bullish. We need to fill this side of the range. Even if we're playing this micro range, we still gotta come up here. I mean, you don't have to, but healthy range would kind of explain that being the normal thing for price to do with this range behavior. So we go up, down, up, down. What do you do after going down, up? But is this the extent that we've gone up? It's not even the 70 of the previous range. So that's why I really want it to go up, mitigate the 70, the last level of that, plus some SNDR, and so that would be nice. It's short, but I don't know if it's going to get there. We only got, definitely get there. 20 minutes, definitely. 25 minutes until the volume really dies down. Took that low, pushed up. 12 minutes gonna close. Not a new high. So when we flip that, now here's our high. How will we react? 5 minute close, or what, 5 second close, let's watch. 1 minute. This is a pretty decent high. It's not the strongest high. It would have been higher if this closed here. Then that would be a pretty valid high. I don't know. It wouldn't be protected. I don't know. It's hard because you got to look back and see where previous protected highs and lows were holding. Yeah, like technically we had, this flip back here when we closed below this candle. And so our protected high goes here. And so unless we have kind of a valid pullback and break a structure from that valid pullback, this won't move, or we break above, and neither two have happened. So the real protected high is technically up here. Like if we trail from the start of the day and real fall structure, that's where we'd be at. But it's just kind of tough. That's why it's like when stuff like this happens, it's like I'll just follow them. And what do? I call them fake protected highs. This is our fake. I don't even know. Because I mean, they still have more, they still have some level of strength validity, but it's crazy because I mean, you could have so many different classifications. So it's just could be complex that way. Well, we did close on the 1 minute, so that's why I'm kind of hesitating on looking further for shorts, even though this sell would be potential 375. Actually, you could have this micro one up here. Just TP'd. We might have took this one though. No, that's before the. But it took the high, but it closed above on the 1 minute, so it's kind of gives me more reason to want to long the 30 here. I should get rid of this. Was a bearish zone I had, but we do kind of have this SNDR we're fighting. But it would be ideal if we came to this SNDR. Lines up with the 50 quite nicely, but I don't know. I feel like if we go down from there, then we created this internal range, and that we're actually going to go down here, or lower than the 50 at least. And then that would violate this SNDR, which wouldn't look great because it's the low SNDR on the 1 minute, and it's wanting to reach up here. It's maybe these longs here. We broke this high now on the Renko, which is I've been looking for. So pull back into here, SNDR. I mean, when we broke it, we tapped. But I don't want to buy, like I can't. 1-to-1 from low to high is not 1-to-1. So I can't do that. Can't do that. But let's see on the 5-second what kind of micro stuff we got. Kind of have this. Touched 50 of it. If we go up. Oh, how can I buy, dude? I can't buy. This is so high on the 1 minute to buy, but I'm so tempted to. That didn't give us the Renko bar. Invalidated. Well, double bottomed. Whatever. I'm gonna try a couple. It's like 2 point stop loss. Why not? Yeah, it's gonna get me. Oh well. Worthy challenge. Or was it? I don't know. Trying to buy the low of this like micro range we had. Expecting this just to be the pullback we get, and this being the double bottom. So like I think that was definitely worthy, but worthy for a micro trade at least. Yeah, it's just not great trading, not great trading. I mean, ideally, I should have got in because I got in late. I missed the initial Renko entry. I should could got in, and then when it failed right away, close it right there for a 0.25 stop. That would have been like ideal trade management that you could see a lot of the time. Because that's what I talked about is your flip pattern fail at a certain level that may be high, could be a sell signal. So that could have actually, yeah. No reaction here at the 50, which is what I actually kind of expected. 70 broke it. Not really. There's no SNDR there that we broke this. Like ideally we break that with a close. What is this blue? I'll just trail what I want to break, maybe. Minimum. But here we closed above it, tapped into the SNDR, checked it out. God, it's so nasty. If this pushes up, yeah. Reversal origin 50 tap. We didn't get the close above though, so it could sweep the low. Freak, this does look pretty nice though, I'll be honest. Oh man. Well, you go 5 points. We will find out in the next episode. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like this big bearish push might continue. Take out these lows. They are sniping. Because here, I mean, we did close above, but I mean, obviously not on the 12 minute. We're still, we wicked out, wicked back in on the 12 minute. So right when we did that, you know, anywhere up here would have been good looking for shorts. And then since we're following this 12-minute wick out narrative, you know, I shouldn't have been looking for that long here at all because I literally longed right here right after it wicked out and wicked back in from a 12-minute. That's literally like, why are you longing? It just had a 12-minute bearish like potential confirmation or like first thing you look at pretty much. So you want to see at least an equivalent amount of move play out according to like the narrative that this followed. It's a 12-minute. Wait, did that go? Oh, when it tick away. Savage. Oh, it came down. Second entry. Gave you it in 10 seconds. Damn, I see those second tasks, man. I'm telling you, they're actually nasty. I need to back test them better though. We did get okay, we got the close above. No Ranko mini entry yet. Break. Pull back. Potential long. Do I really want a long? No, we just took this high. Like, it's just such a wow. What is this? When you look at the 1 minute candles and they're forming a diamond pattern, it's not a great pattern. Anything could freaking happen. Oops. Wow, my keybinds, hello. All right, guys, get, get ready. Get ready to liquidate your position if you're in one because you might get yeeted in 2 minutes. 2 minute yeet incoming. Oh, this actually would have been a nice flip to take because we just took the low. We took a low on the 1 minute, hit the low of a range. Mini wrinkle flip, enter, stop loss, toe chilling. Pretty much going 5 point TP right there, bang, in a minute. Ah! And I'm talking to people on Discord because I'm so cool. 20-second. Probably like 5 seconds for you guys when by the time you hear it with the delay. There we go. There's the yeeting. We got our daily yeeting. Come back to the eat zone. Take him out, toilet paper people. See, like, this should just move. It's like, how do you enter that? Mini flip, mini flip. Oh, we got a mini flip. But I just don't know about this time, man. This might have been the trade. This might have been it there. Tap to the 70. Really nice symmetrical flip. That was really symmetrical. Ah, I knew it. I knew it. See, when they're so clean symmetrical. This one top 50 made a nice pretty did it top 50? It was like half a tick away. Dang, man. Why do I closed above it? Tapped in the SNDR after it closed. Well, that certainly would have been a nice trade. 15 points. This is why I like trading at this time, because that would have been such a clean. I had the highest conviction for that trade, and I hesitated because I need to backtest this time, or I haven't backtested this time enough with this strategy. It's a bit different. Oh, that's pretty. That's a pretty flip. What's this big ass zone I got? Double bottom flip. See double bottom flip. Even on the second double bottom, we had a mini. This probably wicked up first, wicked down, then went higher. But you could have just taken it as this one. It's not the cleanest because it was with the wick. And even if you take this as the entry, stop loss still pretty respectable. 5 point. 30 failed often goes to 70. Guts the mini flip is our sell entry. 2.5 point stop. At 5 point. God. Well, could have took down too. It's like a 2 hour. Even had this S&D. That's like really clean. I really like this pattern with the double top too. It's a nice range. Maybe if we come down here, we kind of have this zone that's a bit unmitigated. I'll take this big zone off. Do I need it? Nah. Take out the lows. Come to 50 or 70. Damn, the second tap of these mini S&Drs can be nasty. Nah, I got like, it's crazy all these second taps that you can really do from a zone. I'm gonna say we got this breakout. We could have had this big. Take that reversal bar, come back in. Another third tap. Come back, like it just keeps hold. Like how many trades do you get off that one? S&D are higher. Dang, tap this 30 like really nicely again for like a third tap. Bing bang bomb. Sheesh. Come back up to the extreme. Mini flip down. Bang. Oh man. I wish I could trade all day. I mean, I pretty much could, but volume. Volume's gonna die down in 5 minutes, 6 minutes. Oh, that was. Gonna do bunch of back testing today. I gotta get some aggressive model dialed in. A little bit more aggressive. I want to be on here and take like 10 trades a session at least. I just need to be getting more reps in. Like my goal right now is not to make money. So I just should execute as much as possible. Obviously the goal is to make money, but you know, I'm focusing on the execution and the money will come, right? So we get we get real good with these executions. We scale up as we go. I mean, I don't like demo trading, man. I don't want to do a demo. I want to do it on just one MNQ because that leads me to the second point is not execution. The main thing that I'm actually trying to do right now is fix my freaking psychological issues with executing trades. And so just getting really confident, starting small and then increasing is what I need to be doing. Like putting aside the learning all the executions properly with the system. Just getting executions on like a live account. Boom. We're getting the last push, last minute push, like I say, right on the dot. Phew. Bro, you gotta listen, Carlos. I'm just kidding. But that's a pretty nasty last 30 tap. It's in the last minute will just be a continuation of what price has been doing. So most recently price is just going up. So the last minute hit 12.59. Continuation with extra volume. Bong bong. Carlos, you closed it down here? Ugh. Bro, you can't get scared when the 1250 volume comes, man. Because you're holding for a trade that has the potential to do this, man. Right? That's why I like trading these last 10 minutes, because you have the potential to catch like a 30-point swing. But dang, son. Oh, well. Ruski, you gotta be back at least 1250, okay, man? Because, yeah. Go put on volume on your chart, guys. And look at what happens at 1250 every day. You'll get a bigger volume spike than you literally do at New York a lot of the time. Literally more volume than at the freaking open. It's just the last 10 minutes. And a lot of time it's a little bit more controlled. This is something I noticed. I was looking at volume chart and I'm like, bro, what is up with the last 10 minutes of the Actually, no, I just noticed it on the charts because I'd be trading every day all day. It'd be slow as heck. It'd be slow as heck like this, and then 1250 would come in and go yeet 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 1259 the last minute. I'm like, holy Christ! Every day it's the same. It's the same thing. 1250 goes yeet, and you get a second yeeting at 1259. And like 1259 is the second yeeting is the real yeeting. Like I say a lot of the time, the second you want to take the second entry. Like the second entry long from this 70 goes this far. Second entry long, if it double bottoms nicely, that's the one that goes. The market moves in twos. Look, from here, This failure to go down that far. The second failure to go down is the one that went. It's just, I really like that concept. It really works well. Going for the second entry. No way, we closed above it finally. We closed above our protected low. So technically we got our first flip since freaking 7 a.m. Jesus. That's crazy. Six hours, guys, before our first validated flip. This is our low. Our validated low now is our real 1 minute protected lows. The furthest low in between the two break of structure. So from this one, wait, no, sorry, this high, and then when we closed above it, valid break of structure, lowest point in between that right there. Bang. So there's our valid 1 minute low now. We gotta travel that far. Yeah. So even though people be like, well, isn't it like, we got valid pullbacks, valid break of structure, it's like, you gotta look back at where they were previously. It's hard to tell because you're like, well, what if there was a high up here that it didn't break above? And it's like, well, you gotta go back there. And there isn't, so it's kind of good to fall in the 12 minute. Gives it a little more. Okay, so 12 minute and now failing to close above. Did we close above 275 on the 1 minute? Yep. Okay. That would have been such a good entry. Such a good entry. So here on the 5 second, when we got this breakout out of this like micro range that we had here, right? We broke above it here, but there was this little micro S&D that's the lowest. This is my favorite S&D, is the little drop before the 5 second lowest fractal high. So this is a fractal high on this point in time of this 5 second swing. This is my favorite S&D type to draw. Bang, that would have been the best entry for this whole run up. Are we touching the 70 of this, or the 30 of this big 12-minute zone finally? Or 144 S&D. Failed to close above it. Coincidence? We just closed above it and then, or closed below this low that put in the 5 second high, rejected S&D. Oh my God. Dave. Dave. Yo. That's nasty, bro. I mean, it's already rejecting opposing SNDR here. I don't know. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Maybe we'll get a second tap. I don't know. See, I don't know why there's still okay-ish volume right now. Price has been doing it's weird. Before the 1250 would have like even more volume spike than it does now, and then it would go like completely dead for a while, but it's not so dead now. Volume's really dropped off. We're at 100. .12 minute, 4 minutes left. Yeah, today's nasty. Yeah, but nasty, nasty. I mean, if I was a bit more on it, could have made very nice, very nice money. Huh. I don't know. The S. It's good to maybe just check the clear SNDRs. Like this is a pretty clear big SNDR. Close above it, tap into it. It's in line with 30. I mean, that came damn close. Price yeets down. Yeah. See, why it like violated these zones I was really looking for earlier is because I was hoping it would come up here and be up here before 1250, not the 1250 yeeting going into there. So I would have liked, yeah. Oh well. Because like what the 1250, what it's gonna do is extend the reach into the current draw, and the current draw was up here, and so I wanted it to draw here, and then our draw would change. So when 1250 comes, we wanted our draw to be lower, so that's where the extra volume would reach into, but instead it reached into the other one, and because it increased, like it's such a big volume, it just in this case just went right through everything. And people will say there's something about something else. I don't know. It's pretty. Bam, bam, bam. Guys, you need this shit? Hold up, field. Oh wait, you couldn't hear that. No. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. I'll do it again. Bring it up. Bring it up. Oops. I'm just play it here. You know we got a custom audio. So we're like, yeah, bros, I want to trade. I'm gonna trade. Put me in.
Order build.
Oh, you hear that? Wait, did it, did it work?
Order build.
What up, yeah, boys? This isn't a real trade. It's kind of half real. That was a good guess. 50 of this, so dang, I got money. Just a random sim trade. Random sim trade for showing the order field. I recorded it wrong though. I don't know. Ninja Trader's a weird coding thing with their sounds, and it needs to be some special coding of .wav file. So it doesn't work for some reason, but I'll get it to work. I'll get it to work. Well, today it's pretty much a wrap. It's a wrap. I'm gonna call it a wrap. What can we expect for Asian? Maybe for it to open up, come down here, tap 30, and continue. That's what I'm expecting. So, what's this level? 107.75. 107.5. Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, that's not gonna come for 2 hours, probably. I'm guessing. Wait, let's do the prediction. 2 hours? Wait, it's gonna gap time though. Oh, I can't predict it like that. Oh well. Wait, how many minutes do we have? 45. 45 will be here. I don't know actually. It could tap right before. Bam. Let's find out. Come on, sim trade, push, push, push like you mean it. I care so much emotionally. This is my pro. Yeah, I don't know. Sim trading, I don't know. I don't know. I just don't care about it at all, man. Like at least risk one MNQ on like an eval or something. I don't know. If not, you should just backtest. Demo trade. Way more efficient to backtest if you're going to be trading fake money. I guess maybe if you are trading and you see in its setup that's a bit more aggressive, at least take it on demo. I guess I could see that, but, which is what you're saying, Carlos. So I mean, I definitely see your point. Just gonna tap this SNDR and reject. Yep, that's exactly what it's doing. Wait, I didn't move that TP. Why does it have 16 ticks? Oh, okay, okay, okay. Yo, we had 100 views. Pog, dude. Thank you guys. I had like 8 views in the morning session. So weird. Yo, come on. Come on. Come on, demo trade. Play out. Oh, noes. Oh, wow. I was debating putting my sell limit right here and it tapped it and went away right when I was gonna do it. I gotta. Why do I think 30? This is honestly, so maybe I shouldn't, maybe I want to exaggerate, but like, it's where I expect a first pullback at least. Every zone you can pretty much expect some sort of reaction from. It's just a matter of how strong. And so here we'll have to depend to see like how big of a 5 second shift we're gonna get. How important of SNDR bearish did we break, and like structure did we break will determine exactly kind of how much reaction we'll see out of that actively, like not just what I think based on what I see now, but that combined. And if this goes up and fails, I mean, we can expect it to go lower. And if we see the flip on the 5 second that we want to see, this here maybe takes this high, this low right here, trades back in and closes in, and then 5 second market structure shift, Renko mini flip, like I'll get in, and I'll target just, it's not like I targeted way up here, but am I gonna hold everything 30 points? No, I'll just look to target opposing a little bit, and then maybe it'll pull back a few points, and then I'll get a second push up for like another, five whatever points. If we're trading like that, and I'm in the bullish, maybe I'll try to. Ideally, I want to trade every swing, right? Like if it's trading up, ideally I buy up here, sell, buy, sell, buy, catch everything. But like to start off, when you can expect, if you got your first 5 points and it's a pretty strong move out, you might expect the retracement and it start trending. Maybe if you took other higher time frame zone or some other confluence, maybe you want to take this continuation scalp. So you got your first scalp, you take your second scalp, you take a portion of that, and then you take the third scalp, keep going up like that. I mean, so Dave, like one thing you said is if the 30 fails, it'll often go to the 70, but a lot of the time it'll just go to the 52 and just go up from the 50 and do your actual bigger move then, maybe bigger than 5 points. But a lot of time, like you won't get a reversal there, but you'll be able to get a 5 point scalp, 5 point scalp, 5 point scalp, and then it'll break below. Do you really care that it didn't give you your reversal? No, I mean you got your scalps up off each level. That's why these higher time frame zones are really nice because they just like just a little rejection can be a minor reversal on the 5 second. A minor pullback, higher time frame pullback is a lower time frame reversal in a sense. Oh no, we got stopped out to the tick. Rude. Oh wow, who cares about Sim? Wasn't even a real trade. I was just showing the example. But what should we do? What should we do on a move? I'd wait for a 5 second market. Oh, definitely. I mean, Dave's smallest confirmation is a close above, like, say we had some zone here that we were looking along out of this random zone. Maybe it broke something to this wick above, broke something to the left. So this is our SNDR zone, and we see price got respected once. So now we see our second tap into the zone. We're looking for a long out of. Right, first thing we look for is a close above the lowest 5 second closing candle. So here we need to close above right here, right? So we get the close above, and then where's our last like push down? Well, we got the last wick down, last down closing candle, SNDR, pushed into the SNDR and out. So once you see, like, this is where I'm not 100% sure how Dave enters. Haven't seen him execute live. So I don't know exactly where he would enter from. He says he waits for the 5 second close and it to push in. So is he just entering off of a limit right when it taps the start of the zone here or the 50, or he waits for it to tap in and then waits for a 5 second close out? I'm not exactly sure about anything other than that. Like for me, when I see this 5 second close out, I'll have this zone drawn and then I would enter off the, where are we at? I would enter off the next reversal bar we get, or wherever would make sense for that. But I don't know. That's, you need to have the right zones because that's like using this, like, look at that. Like, that's your, that's pretty much your bullish confirmation right there. It's like, this is the only high you broke. You didn't even break here and you'd already be in a long. Like, that's a pretty low entry. That's how you can get sniper entries, though. You gotta have the right zones and right everything and get rid of those. If uh if it works out, I mean, you get a nice risk reward. Seeing this, I mean, we're at a place right now. I would look for a potential long. Pushing up, we took this high out on the 5 second. It's this high, pushing into the previous zone. That's this zone, and we had this SNDR here. We're potentially rejecting it here with a double bottom. I mean, that's honestly kind of tempting, but it's like 1 minute range. It's not high. It's middle of range. Middle of range. Took the low. It failed to put this one in already, so we could look to go. Failed to close above. Look to run these. So that's definitely tricky. Tricky thinking along in here. I don't want to. It's way past my time. It's past my trading time. Look at that volume. Look at the volume drop off. There's a reason why, like, 2-3 minutes after is when I stop. You can see right here, 2-3 minutes. That's like where I've seen the volume to just drop off at. So it's like if you're not ideally in a trade there, I mean, the next few minutes can be good, but really after 15, I'm pretty sure this is the cutoff for a lot of exchanges, like 15 minutes after one for me. So 4:15, I'm pretty sure some like futures or something to do with options close. I can't remember exactly. Is it the Chicago Board of Trade? I don't. I can't remember. There's a different. Yeah, I know Apex. I know Apex closes at two for me. So in 20 35 minutes. That's their day rollover. I mean, that's like, is that what's considered regular trading hours? There's regular trading hours, like electronic trading hours, and I don't know, it just kind of can get confusing. I've not been paying attention. I'm forgetting right now because I'm very mentally tired now. Been watching the charts for 7 hours straight, pretty much. Not much. 10, 5, 10 minutes of break. Yeah, like there's an option. Break. No, not break event a day. Trading hours. So look at all these freaking, like, there's so many different trading hours, right? And so CME, futures, commodities, different CFD hours. That's what I talked about. I thought the Chicago Board of Trade hours closed at 1:15. So I could be wrong. But there's so much stuff. I don't know what all they are. Yeah, no reversal bar up, so I wouldn't enter. Should we do some back testing? Should probably take a break. Took a low, but we closed below it. Not on the 12 minute. Still 8 minutes, 12 minute. 1 minute candle's just messed up now. Going back to some entries. Holy Christ. Mm-mm-mm. Yeah, pretty dead, pretty dead, pretty dead. Well, I will call it here, guys. I wish you guys the best of luck. If you trade Asia or London, I will make trades. Try to at least do like 5 trades. That's my goal. Be good. 5 trades. Let's do it up. All right, boys. Thank you, Risky, for being here. Appreciate it. Um, you have a great day as well, man. Everyone else, you have a great day as well. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, guys. Peace out.